Yes, we are back again in Train Sim World 6, back again to do some more, well, trains, because it's Train Sim World 6. This time back again on the Frankfurt S-Bahn, for those watching live somewhere I haven't been for a while. For those watching on YouTube, you'll notice the connection. I'm saying no more. Going to do some full line runs on the Frankfurt S-Bahn. For those of you watching on YouTube, you'll find links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get the route. A link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me live on the Twitchy doing trains. And a link down there to the Discord server as well. For those watching live then, good evening to Trent, to Tiger, to Nico, to Sim, to Magic Feet, McBone and Stokey. I haven't done the S-Bahn for a while for those watching live. So thought, well, it's about time I did some more of it. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. And we'll do a 4-line run first. Going from, well, one end to the other end is probably a good idea. Because that's a 4-line run. And we need to find one of a suitable length. We'll do that one. Wiesbaden to Frankfurt. So we'll end up in Frankfurt, hence the Frankfurt. I just need to do a little something over here. Pop that back out. There we go. Right. When did I say I was doing that one? Wiesbaden to Frankfurt, 21st of the April is when this is, which is really going to confuse those of you on YouTube because it's currently the 30th of May. Right. Let's click go. Hi, Colin. Bonjour, isn't that Spanish? I think that's Spanish, isn't it? With the bonjours? Or isn't that the stuff you put on a... What's the things you get in your mouth? Ulcer. Hang on, that's Bonjela. It's close. Right. Oh, that's... hang on. That's quiet. Sim, thank you very much for that. 17 of the months. Thank you indeed. Right, this is the key that does the reverser as well, isn't it? Reverser into forward. Doors unlocking. Passenger... That made a noise. Passenger lights on. Headlights on high beam. Horn, we don't worry about that. Spotlight. Yeah, don't worry about that. What's that? There's a thing over there. That's doors. That's wipers. What do you got down here? Air conditioning. Pants. Circuit breaker. Piece of B. Piece of B. Piece of B. Right, we're all good. So here we are at Wiesbaden. We're going to be making our way to the Frankfurt. You get to resubscribe twice. I think special's one word to describe you. So yes, Wiesbaden, I'm zooming out. Mainz, Rüsselsheim, Raunheim, Kelsterbach, Frankfurt Flughafen, Frankfurt Stadion, Frankfurt Niederrad, which for those watching on YouTube, if you got this far, will be familiar. Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof. So those are the stops. We are in a train. It's got a number and everything, the 4:30. It's quite a long one. And we will soon be departing. My microphone seems to have slipped. There we go. I've now suitably erected. Hi, Jammers. We shall wait to close the doors. Doors are now closing. Doors are closed. Are we single-handed doobly-doo? Yes, we are. Wiesbaden. Are we going to move? We're moving. There's greens. How am I today? I don't think there's enough stream to go into that. But so we'll just say okay. That's loud. I'm going to close the windows again. That's very loud. Don't open the door. Open the window. We'll open the window. There we go. I think we will stay with internal audio. Yeah, I think this should get busier as we get towards Frankfurt. Because Frankfurt was busy. We will turn down to audio. Yeah. Right. It's not just work. We seem to be going all the way over here. Why are we going on over here? We seem to be going... There's a lot of going over here that's going on. Some going over here seems to be happening. Turn on the safety systems. No, it's Germany. We do not turn on the safety systems in Germany. Because although some say I'm mad, I'm not that mad. Yeah. Go. So yeah, we've done a bit of American stuff recently. We've obviously got a lot of British stuff we've done as a fairly common thing. I thought I just fancy to make German. And here we are. Frankfurt, the last time I checked, was in fact in the German. And they're known for the system of the... There's a train! They're known for their system of the connectivities of the vehicles of the urban transport. Trammy, metro, tram thing. That's laggy. I eat frankfurters. What did I just have? Oh, pasta. Right, 1.7 kilometers. So this is the main line now. Well, yeah, there you go. So I was just about to say, I think we should see this being fairly busy. Steak and ale, pie and veg. Yeah, I need to eat more. Less like a student. If it was one stressful day, I'd be fine, jammers. But thank you. Right. We should now be getting ready to do the braking thing. I really miss having the announcements. You get so used to having the announcements on the train. I mean, you don't have them. It's like there's no announcements. Oh, hang on. Brakes. That's another... Yeah, it's definitely busy already. Maybe I should do them. More braking. Lots of more braking. That's all of the... Oh, hello. Hey, now that's not bad, is it? Some would almost say that's professional. That's pretty good. People at both ends. Hang on, we'll check the other end. Yep, people at both ends of the train can get off. I'd call that a plus, personally. In some places, they do that. It's expected that you be able to get off the train when it arrives at the station. Here, I call it a plus. Hi, Nige. Oh, locked doors. So much professional, I forgot to close the doors. They can get off, but do they want to get on again? Well, if they're getting, they wouldn't get back on the same train, would they? Would they? Mainz, not Mans, Mainz. Mainz Nord. That's in the north. So there's a couple of arms to this route. There's a couple of different directions that it goes. So what we'll do is we'll do this one, which is the one we're doing, which is one of them. And then when we make the return, we'll do the other one, which is the one that isn't this one. So it'll be the other one. So not this one. The one that isn't this one is the other one. That's the one we'll do when we're not doing this one. So we'll do the other one. Hi, Emilio. Hi, Soft Stuff. We will look at the map when we arrive at Mainz. Can I repeat that? Probably not. Just rewind it. Rewind the stream and listen to it again. And then you'll get it. Put it on a constant loop. Have the sound of my voice be the only thing you hear. So lots of connections on this route, lots of lines that we're intercepting with and joining and departing, which is why I think we're going to get points along it where it's going to be busy. I can't remember doing it. I think this is Train Sim World 5 this came from, so it's a lag, like being an OMSI. So it's at least a year since we did it. I do remember it being busy the first time. Feels like the first time. I think we're about to go over some sort of watery thing. That's definitely a long train. 2 trains. That's okay. That's water. I can't get the view far enough. That's an inside view. I didn't necessarily want a river. It could be a river. It could be a very big puddle. That it always floods, so they built a bridge over the puddle. A bridge over puddled water. Or the sea. It could be the sea. This could be a different country we're in now. Braking is happening. Can it be 2 for 2? Not bad. What's the best train sim you like playing? What's the train sim you see me to play the most? I'll answer your own question. You can answer your own question. Wait until 8:27 and 30 seconds. It used to be Train Sim Classic, probably until 2 years ago, when this just got better and better and better. I've got Microsoft Train Sim on CD behind me on the shelf. Can you imagine going back and... Well, you probably couldn't run it. So I think... Was that even on Windows or was that on DOS? Yeah, I did play the original Microsoft Train Simulator. You thought it was a Roblox one. The audio in that Roblox one, last time we did it, just ruined it for me. No, God, that wasn't XP era. That was Windows 95 era. Yeah, probably Windows 3.1? I'll have to check. It's literally on the shelf behind me. So 95 or 98 then? No, it's older than that. That was more than 24 years ago I was playing that. Hang on, I've got to do some maths now. How old am I? How old's my ex? It's 20... No, that's... I can't do maths. Released on the 18th of June. No, really? That's got to be older than that. Did I have a PC in this room? Actually, no, you might be... I don't know. I need to have a look at the... I'm sure it's older than that. Anyway, we're now stopping at Mainz. I'm just trying to think, is it... Wikipedia is never wrong. I don't think I can see it on the shelf behind me. Hang on. No, I can't see it on the shelf behind me. Because I've got a shelf above the door to this room, and that's just full of all sorts of wonderful things. Anyway, I played Microsoft Train Simulator. Go fetch it, we'll wait. Unlocking the doors. I don't think my headphones will reach. Hang on. Ow. No, I can't reach. I can't reach without unplugging the headphones. And if I unplug my headphones, the wire disappears down the side of the PC and I'll never get it again. I'll have a look after the stream. Right, wait until 8:33. Because I used to have computer desks, 2 computers set up in this room. My ex used to come over at a weekend, bring his PC with him on a Friday night and go home on a Sunday night. And he'd be sat playing some Star Warsy type game. Sometimes we'd play Settlers over LAN. And some other fighty game. We had tanks and things. And I remember sitting there playing 18 Wheels of Steel. And one of the first flight sims. And Microsoft Train Simulator. Hi, Round Night. It seems to be a bit raining. Hang on, I've got a button mapped to the wipers, haven't I? I have. See, professionalism. We've even got a button mapped to the wipers. It's raining a bit more now. It's raining, it's pouring. And I'm getting wet. That's a lot of rain. If you've just joined, where have you been? We're doing a 4-line run from where we started to Frankfurt. Where did we start? Manhunt? No? Wiesbaden. That's the one. It's Wiesbaden. Frankfurt's a sort of middle bit, isn't it? Frankfurt, the middle bit of Germany? It is. It's in the middle, isn't it? I should know, being a geography teacher and all that. It's in the middle bit. See, there's a light up on the gantry that isn't green, which is slightly concerning. I'm locking the doors if I press the button. Did I press the button? I'll try pressing it again. There we go. I didn't actually press the button the first time. I've now pressed it the second time. Wiesbaden was the starters. Now you're at the mains. Where's the dessert? Me with a tin of whipped cream and a bow. Right, mains. Romiches. Romiches Theatre? Oh, we're off to the theatre. There we go. We're now off to the theatre. Hi, Michael. That's oh, we've got wheel slip. Hang on. We'll back off the thing. We don't want to be slipping wheels. It should be raining now because we're inside a tunnel. And if it's raining in a tunnel, you've got bigger problems. I'm guessing we've got to wait for the rear of the train to clear the thing before we can go with the fastness. There we go. Go. Oh, not seeming to me then, Michael. Fine. Be like that. Mainz Romishes Theatre in 600 metres. Well, we haven't seen many trains. Initially, I think on that main line out of Wiesbaden, I should have written that down, we saw a few trains, but now slightly less. It's still raining. Thank you, I think, Michael. Youngish hunky, I'll take that today. Any sort of compliment. Unlocked doors. Roman theatre. Are there any Romans in it? What sort of thing are they playing? Is they playing a mousetrap? Did the butler do it? Rocky Horror Picture Show. The Roman Horror Picture Show. That's thunder. There were Romans in it years ago. Why are they still not there? Mainz Guttersburg. Only the one in Police Academy. So before COVID. A lot of people can't remember anything before COVID. Steve Guttenberg. Yeah, that's the one. That's who I meant. Another one of a series of films that went a bit rubbish after what? The second one? And there was about 8 of them in the end. There was a guy that could do all the sound effects things. Right, there are green lights. We are going over some sort of castle bridge. That's quite bridgy. Steve Battenberg, known for his quad colour. Hang on, is a Battenberg... Okay, so is a Battenberg just 2 separate colours? Or is a Battenberg 4 colours? There's a quiz question. How many different colours in a Battenberg? I don't know the answer, I'm asking you. Is it 2? Oh, okay. So you obviously know. Yellow and pink. Is that the flavours? You can't. 3 if you. Oh, I like a bit of marzipan. It's a cake. You've never heard of... Oh no, of course you haven't. You're Harry Potter, aren't you? I think Battenberg's one of those cakes that you can't have with custard. But it's Wikipedia to refer to Microsoft Train Sim. If I remember after the stream, I will have a rummage. And I'll also look for Microsoft Train Sim. Mint Aero bars. I had 3 orange clubs last night. Yeah, you can't have custard with Battenberg. Custard's only acceptable with certain cake. Obviously, Jamaican ginger cake, yes. The treacle one that they do, definitely yes. Spotted dick, yes. Apple pie, yes. Like a treacle sponge, yes. Sticky toffee pudding, yes, that's acceptable. Is picking the marzipan off okay? No, because otherwise you may as well just not have a Battenberg. You know, I'd like a proper Victoria sponge, a nice spongy Victoria sponge. That's what I could eat right now. Where are we going? Mainz Biscoffheim. Is that where Biscoff comes from? I didn't look at the map, did I? No one reminded me. You prefer sticky toffee pudding without Danes? That's very racist against the Danish. What have they done wrong? Aren't Danish known for their bacon and not their sticky toffee pudding? We will have sticky toffee pudding. Spotted dick, yeah. Look at the map. Well, fine. So, we're on the bottom section, going around this way, and we want to do the other one going around the top section. That's the plan. You remember, did you still get a dime bar? My God, they were horrible. It's like really, like, just, it was, yeah, it was like, what's the point? Is the thinnest bit of chocolate over something with the consistency of glass. From IKEA. I need to go to IKEA at some point. Kias. So you go into any Kia dealership and go, can I have a dime bar, please? Well, go. At some point, I said. Braking is happening. Smooth on the outside, crunchy on the inside. Sounds like a cockroach dipped in chocolate. Go now. I don't want to go now. Uh-oh. That's fine. That's fine. A bit of the train is in the station. It can't go now. He has to look for that. There's probably so much stuff on that shelf behind me. There's a whole box full of CDs. I probably haven't put anything on that shelf for 15 years. I think when I decorated this room, which is about that long ago, I think I took everything off the shelf and then put it all back on the shelf after I decorated it. But I didn't take the shelf off the wall, decorated above it. Lock the doors. What's a CD? I bet I've got I'm going to be careful how I say this now. I bet I've got a few floppies somewhere. You get 3.5-inch floppies. And you also get a 5.25-inch. Right, Rosselheim Opelwerk is next. "3.5-inch" was the common one. Well, they're streamed. We're talking about discs, obviously. The A or B drive. That's why your C drive is a C drive. Your D drive then became your CD drive generally. Oh God, they were 8-inch. now. Generally, you went up to D on most on you because you'd have A and B would be your floppies, C would be your internal drive. God, I remember the zip. I somewhere in this house I've got a zip drive. What was the name of the company? Began with an I or an O? Like a translucent colour as well. Anyway. Did you have to zip it up? Zip it up. Hey, no. I Omega. Was that it? Yeah, something like that, wasn't it? Because they were like odd colourings. Right, we are 1.2 of the Koodles. The Koodles? I was thinking of Cuddles then. We're 1.2 of the... from Russellheim. Blue and red, yes. Oh, the thing. Hang on. Stream's coming up. Tomorrow, new game. That's I did a YouTube video on and said I couldn't wait for the full version because I really enjoyed doing it in the preview. It's releasing in full in a few days' time. I've managed to nab it early, which is Rest Area Simulator. Full game is releasing soon, so I will be doing that tomorrow. I think that's going to be one of those, which is what I said in the video, that I think has got some potential because of all the other bits of it that you can do. The car wash, the shop, the petrol station, the fast food chain, the casino, the hotel, the toilets. I think that could be one of those games that I think could be really interesting. So that's tomorrow. Yeah. So I did a video on it a while ago. Thursday we've got Contractville. Looking forward to that. Friday night. Now, I've got an idea, but that might change now because of Rest Area Simulator. Saturday night, I'm still toying with doing something train spottery something. I've got a few ideas. And then Sunday we're back on the farm. Right, Rüsselsheim is next in 1.1 of the Ks. You don't watch those videos. Start calling Connor McBone the second. Thought that was rubbish. Ain't watching that. I thought it was Skylines. That's coming out on YouTube in a few weeks. But I don't want to stream it until after the YouTube video's gone out because I want to carry on from where the YouTube video got to. So there's a conundrum. Please, sir, I watched a Dartford one. I watched that this morning again. I was sat waiting to go to work for Michael's benefit, half naked. Well, I didn't have a big polo shirt on. And I sat and watched today's video again. I normally do in the mornings now. I watch the first couple of minutes of the video that's going out that day so that I know what video is going out that day. Why do I watch my videos? For that reason. So I remember what's going out. And if someone says, oh, I watched your video today, you're an idiot. You couldn't do this. What? Yeah, there's another four? There's another 4 train watching ones to come. They've all got their umbrellas up. And stop. Nothing wrong with an umbrella. No man carries an umbrella, which is why you've got one, Tiger. I have a hood. Exactly. Put your hood up. Raunheim. Romsey video was good. That was the extra route in the Project Numazu. And the steam train one was real good. Don't go creeping now, McBone. It's a bit late. Oh, anyone's interested. I posted last week, I think, that the season 2 of Paradise it confused me because it started off differently. I watched 2 episodes last night. Oh my god. You need to watch Paradise. It's Jesus Christ, it's getting good. A municipal driver. He's a bin man. Is what Tiger is. He's a bin man. Or sorry, bin person. I was using Paradise having a break. Yeah, I was chatting to someone at work today about that. I said, you look tired. Yeah. So I need a holiday. There's nothing posh about you, Pat. We've met you, remember? Alright, so making our way on the bottom line round to... where are we going? Frankfurt. And then we'll try and take a route that goes across the top line on the return journey. But yeah, it was definitely busier when we left. Where did we leave? That one? That one. Wiesbaden. That's the one. It'll be another year, McBone. It was like, Nigel, my name's Nigel. Hello. And then I realised what part of Swindon you now live in. You always get different impressions of people when you meet them. We don't meet them when you hear them. Oh, there's more braking. We won't be stopping here. You have a sexy accent. You sound like a northern idiot. Okay, that was better than the last one. That most of the train is now on the platform. You want to get off here? You can. Look. You just got to walk through to the 3rd carriage if you're in the 1st carriage. Don't get out the doors there. Oh, you're a plane. Yeah, we'll walk down the train. It's fine. Hang on, what side of the doors? Right. Kelsterback. Bit of a run now, but I won't do that because it's raining. I'll stay in the train and drive that instead. Also watched, I don't know if Trent's watched it yet, the American show Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. I didn't expect at the end of the show to see a load of dildos being thrown and a very big black one that got suckered to the desk and was stood upright. You'll look forward to the end then, Trent. Right, all of the powers. Sounds violent. It was hilarious. Do you want one for Father's Day? I didn't get my Father's Day card last year. It was purchased, a present was purchased, but it never got given to me. I feel cheated. It probably got put straight into a bin, I should imagine. So it's June, isn't it? Father's Day. Yes, this line, I don't know which bit, whether the top bit of this line will be busier than this bit. We've seen a couple of trains. It'll certainly get busier as we come back in round by the airport on the way into Frankfurt. Yeah, June. So 4 kilometres to go. We are running a little bit late. I blame the weather. Obviously, I wish I could give a Father's Day card, but the thought was there last year initially, thinking of me as a father figure. Which is one of the reasons why the last few days haven't been that great. Anyway, at least you end up where you're supposed to go, unlike cross country. Well, yeah, it's all part of the joy of travelling by train, isn't it? You might end up where you're meant to go, you might not. They might decide that, hang on a minute, we're not going to send the train there, we're going to stop it here. I bet it was to do with crew, not having the right crew to be able to take the train to where they needed to go. Which I suppose happens if the train's late. Hang on, braking. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Um, um, we haven't failed at a stop. Technically, we've stopped at every stop. Thing is, it's the rain and the fact that it counts down from like 1,000 meters, and I'm like, oh crap, that's quite close. No, it's fine. Some of the trains on the platform. That's fine. That's perfectly acceptable. It's a good job. It's a long train. We need to get back to training. Uh, 3.3 Frankfurt Flughafen Regional Bahnhof is next in 3.3k. Can we stop at that one? Probably not. Look, I haven't failed to stop at any of the stations yet. Just, you might have had to walk quickly to be able to get off. People miss their flights. It's a good hub, isn't it, Frankfurt? Some good connections. Yeah, I'm running red. So, professionalism. Also, I haven't taken a screenshot yet. I'm not doing that in the rain. Hopefully, when we do the next trip, it'll be less rainy. There's still time. I'm being cautious now. I'm not going to speed. I'm not going to speed. I'm going to take it easy with Cadbury's caramel. Oh, caramel. I was about to have 3 orange clubs last night. I had no chocolate in the house, got no crisps in the house, I got no biscuits in the house. I'm surprised I'm still alive. I'm not keen on... This is you, isn't it? You're the most beige person. Even our ex-comrade wasn't as beige as you are. How many Easter eggs are there in the shop? I imagine quite a lot. They're probably quite cheap. Yeah, they're in plastic now. Cost cutting. It's 70. Yeah, but the advantage is if you're not actually going to Frankfurt, if you were using that as just a place to get into Germany, it's not bad, is it? But there's probably good connections from the airport. Hang on, so how... Oh no, it's not that far, is it? So people flying to Stansted. That's a few miles out of London. Luton's a few miles out of London. Gatwick's a few miles out of London. Heathrow's a few miles out of London. Not that far, in all fairness, but, you know. London City is in London. It is. We found the old runway when we were there the other year. Because the original runway for London City was the other side to what it is now. And it's still there. See? It's the rain. Because when it's not raining, I can stop perfectly. There's London Oxford Airport too. Yeah, that's Kidlington, isn't it? Locked doors. It's not. You couldn't call Kidlington Airport, could you? Not really known for its regular flights. Right, Frankfurt Stadion is next. They wrote about years ago about putting something around here. So another airport between like Bristol and London. It's almost looking at the sort of Lynham, sort of Wroughton type area to put another hub. Take it easy, take it easy. Right, we're very tunnely now. And you can tell that by the way that we're in a tunnel. That would be the giveaway. If we weren't in a tunnel, then we wouldn't be tunneling. We're about now to no longer be tunneling. Is that why it's dark? That's because you've got your eyes shut. It's raining. Yeah, at least it's not raining in the tunnel. They've done something right. Had a major update to this today. don't know what they've changed. Yeah, it's been quite nice going back and doing a German route, so I don't really do that many of them. Also, we've done a fair few in America recently. We've pretty much done all of the London ones and the UK ones. Yeah, I've had no notifications of anything new yet. But I think we're due something soon. No, it's the release version. The version I'm on. The release candidate preview version. Right, we had 2.1k. You're on 80 coming up. I'll be just slowly. The alien steam train noises for me. Yeah, especially for me. Especially for you. So I can't really plan what route I'm going to do next week, just in case all of a sudden something springs upon us that we're releasing. I don't know, we haven't done for a while. We've pretty much gone through all the UK stuff. There's quite a lot of German routes, but there's not a lot of difference in the German routes. Oops, I said that. We have to look at some mods, see if there's anyone modded a route that might be worth looking at. Any more modern timetables, etc. About ones where you stop on the platform. Problem is the Arosa line's good, but it's one line, isn't it? So you're not really seeing much else going on. Although we're not sliding, we're not really seeing much going on here. Hey, that weren't a bad bit of stopping. People can get off from every single door of the train. See? Professionalism. Ignore the fact we're late. If I just shut the... No, I did shut the correct side. Frankfurt Niederrad. I'll say no one's got this far on YouTube. They would have seen this station twice in videos that are going out before this. There's another train, and you can tell that by the fact that it's a train. I tried to do a train watch from the Manchester airport route. I actually tried to do one from Stockport. I got about 8 minutes in and realised there was nothing. There was nothing coming in or going out. But that's not a bad shout, actually. It's not a bad route. Although when we went on it in real life, the December before last, we realised how flipping boring it was. Are you sure you're in Stockport? It said Stockport and everything. Yeah, but isn't that the same as modern stations now here? They're all just exactly the same, aren't they? They've got the same lifts, they've got the same overpass, they've got the same platforms, it's the same railing, it's pretty much the same car park layout. I hate to use the phrase cookie cutter because a lot of the train weirdos say that, but see, professionalism. No, there isn't. And I get from a cost point of view and from a planning point of view to plonk something down that looks the same. You know, it serves accessibility, it's functional. They just don't look very original. And I think I'd like a bit of architecture. And I think the problem is in 100 years' time, you're not going to look back at this era and go, oh, look, it's one of those. You can look at brutalist modern architecture, you can look at Victorian architecture, and you can age it. All of these stations that look exactly the same, there's just no soul to them. Architecture costs money. It does. They were status symbols, yeah. Especially when you have multiple companies trying to compete for your business. You wanted a good station. Well, Swindon originally used to be part of the journey between London and Bristol is that you would stop at Swindon for a refreshment break. So that the station was made to look nice. Don't venture out of the station, but the station was made to look nice, and you would stop there for a 10-minute break, whatever it was, for refreshments. I've never understood the whole underpass with an office block above it situation with Swindon Station. It's a bit of a letdown, but you know. But you look at impressive stations like Temple Meads and York and Paddington and all the London termini, apart from Euston. They're just such an impressive building. I like modern architecture, yes, but you know, I've been to some of the new stations, and I've got to say, probably all of them, they're just like, oh, you couldn't post a picture of one of those modern stations and say to someone, what station is that? Because they wouldn't know. Right, Frankfurt, 2.3 of the kilometers. I think our ex-comrade went to Frankfurt and travelled around on the train system. That has got quite a lot going on. Yeah. I enjoyed going on the trains that we did go on abroad. I wouldn't say I'd like to spend a week just travelling around on trains. We're going down. Going underground. So yes, we've taken this from Wiesbaden into Frankfurt. We'll now take another trip out of Frankfurt, going back the other way, but in the north route. I think it might be a different type of the train thing. Uh-oh. 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 It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried. I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I wasn't. No, I wasn't. He's by a defibrillator. The way I felt the last 2 days, I wouldn't use it. We have arrived at the... Where are we? Frankfurt. This train is now going out to Offenbach Host. Let's get some reinforced buffers. Doors are locking. Done. 48 of the kilometres. Okay, right. Let's go back to the main menu. Maybe coming 2026 now for that one. Possibly. Maybe not. May not be coming at all. Maybe coming at some point. I'm surprised they ain't changed that. Right. Let's go back to the S-Bahn. So that's what we just did. That's the diesel one. I don't think that does a full line run. This... So that's... That doesn't do a... Hang on. That's the southern... See, it does some of it, but not all of it. Frankfurt Host. We want to do a 4... About a 423. 11 minutes, 12 minutes, 11 minutes, 11 minutes, 11 minutes. Hang on. So that goes Frankfurt to Frankfurt Host. 8:20 to... So 8:32. Hang on, we might be able to do a thing here. We might be able to be with the cleverliness. Is that not the same train as I just... No. Meh? What train was I just looking at then? That one. 423. It's a 425, wasn't it? So 8... Wiesbaden to Frankfurt Host. 906. Frankfurt... Ah, hang on, that's the south one, though. God, this is complicated. That goes to south. We want to go the top route, not the bottom route. That goes to... Hang on, what about an Ice Baby? Does that go... No, that's short trips only. 401? No, that's the bottom route. So what goes the top route then? Loco Horde? No. So does nothing go the whole top route? Wiesbaden to Mainz. Siding, siding, siding. How did he not go the other way? Or is it... hang on, is that one of those where it's a thing at one end? It's one of these at the other end. I remember seeing one earlier. I'm flinging my way through them, aren't they? Alright, let's try the 423. I just want to get out of Frankfurt. Frankfurt to Frankfurt Host. Right, let's take that. Hang on, let's take one a bit later. Frankfurt to Frankfurt Host. There we go. 9:20. Let's take that. Let's get out of Frankfurt. And then we'll see what there is from Frankfurt Host going towards the place that isn't Frankfurt. What was it called? Wiesbaden. Wiesbaden, yeah. That's dark. Key. Forward. Doors are on the right. Passenger lights on. Headlights. High beam. It's the same train we were just in. No, it's a variation of the same train we were just in. Okay, so where are we going? We're going to Frankfurt Gedeisheim, Frankfurt Niet, Frankfurt Host. Okay, and then we'll see what is departing Frankfurt Host. So now we're coming out of here and we're going across the top line. We want to come in this way into the thing. Last time we came round, well, actually 3 routes. So you come in here, you can go round a twiddly bit there, you can go across the top bit there. 4, you go that way, twiddly bit, bottom bit. So there's 4 different routes you can take. God, the possibilities are endless. Well, they're not endless, there's 4 of them. Streams coming up, by the way. Tomorrow night, what is it? I've got to read my games now. Oh, Rest Area Simulator, which is releasing this week in full. 4 days, 3 days time in full. So having another look at that tomorrow night. Really enjoyed the single player prologue thing I did in it. So doing that tomorrow. Thursday night we got more Contractville. Friday night, I've got an idea. Maybe some more Rest Area Simulator. Saturday night is going to be maybe something we do. Maybe a train watch, chill out Saturday thing. I'll see, unless something else crops up on Saturday. Sunday lunchtime, we're back on the farm, doing the farming type thing, doing that field down the bottom this time in smaller combines. And then next week, more of the things. Turn on safety systems. No. Not doing it. Not happening. You can't make me. That's bright. And it's not waning. I will... That's good. That's professional. The sky's about the only thing that's bright. Someone at work yesterday asked it what I did on Friday, so I showed him a couple of pictures I took from going to Southsea, and then flicked onto the one with my trainers, and he went, "Blimey!" I said, "Yeah, you can see why I don't wear those to work, can't you?" Right, so we're taking a different route now. We'll see what we can get going in the same direction as we want to go once we get to Frankfurt Host. Yeah, not a bad route, this. The fact that there are options. It always reminds me a bit like the 5 circle line, in that you can go 2 different ways around it. I wonder if we'll get more routes in Scotland. It'd be nice to get one of the really rural ones. It'd be nice to get Carrower. But I don't know how far that is from its main... Where do the trains start from to go to Carrower? Is it going to go through Edinburgh? One of those places I've always fancied going. Because I can imagine up there, when the train's gone, and then the fact you can go for a short walk away from the station and just be really isolated. It's one thing I miss and love about being down in the New Forest, is you can walk for 10 minutes and just hit just silence. The route I did on Train Sim Classic was good. Did I do correct? Did I? Oh, was that in the one? That wasn't the Roy Bridge line, is it? Because Roy Bridge Day is next month, 28th of May. I've still got a reminder on my phone for Roy Bridge Day. God, how long ago was that? That's pre-COVID. I just heard something trip. I've just tripped the emergency brake. This was fairly recent. Really? No. Roy Bridge Day's got to be 6-7 years ago. Because that was hilarious. That was one of those streams where I was just completely... I was on it. And I think the couple of people that were in... I don't think there's no one in voice. I think they were typing in chat were just on it as well. That's what we came up with Roy Bridge. Third Ewok from the left in Star Wars. No, it wasn't 4 years ago. No, because... Hang on, does that mean the person that was in that only left 4 years ago? No, Roy Bridge Day is 28th of May. I thought it was... Was it... it might have been COVID. So May. No, because my dad died on the 16th of May, 2020. So would I have been in that sort of warped mood on the 28th of May? I know you guys got me through that. Okay. Hey, you might be right. But I know a couple of people that were around for that stream, or one particular, they used to do a lot of flight, left. Right, braking. We will shortly be arriving at Frankfurt Nied. It's one of those good lines to pick up if you haven't got it. I do like a commuter route. We're roughly on time as well. Doors unlocking. See, professional. That's another long one. So what, we were 4 cars. That means we're 8. I know, I can maths. On the info on the video it says it's time to turn to West Highlands south for Roy Bridge Day. So the video might have been posted on YouTube on the 15th of June. It was probably streamed on the 28th of May. Because 28th of May is Roy Bridge Day. So yeah, I can't think of it. Was only 4 years. It can't be 4 years ago. Somebody needs to look at that video and see who was in chat. if that is the first. So remember we were going to do the sequel to Roy Bridge. We even talked about doing a meetup at Roy Bridge on Roy Bridge Day because it worked out it was like a bank holiday weekend or something. Obviously, that never happened. A bit late now. One of those memorable things from all these years of doing this. Roy Bridge Day and Noodly Boo and Juno. Right, Frankfurt Host, which is where this timetabled run ends. But we will get out here and then see if there's anything after us going the way we want to go. Oh shoot, there's a lot of platforms. I was hoping it was going to be a one platform in, one platform out. There's a lot of platforms. There's a lot of platforms. Aberdeen to Peterhead. There was one I never did. I never did the Mallaig one in Train Sim Classic because that was like 5.5 hours, and I was going to do it. We even did a train swap. I think Larwood did a train swap for me to a Pacer, but did it and it crashed, and it kept crashing, and I never went back to it. Maybe I should go back and do a long train sim one at one point. Okay, so this is where this journey ends, but what we'll do is once it confirms we've ended... why is it getting me to lock the doors? Oh, we're not ended. Okay, no, hang on. We got... Oh, yeah, there's two Frankfurt Hosts. We're going to the other one. It's not this one. It's fine. It's the next one. Why have they called two stations the same? Hey, did anyone watch Tim the Traveller's video yesterday about places the longest name? That was quite interesting. The way the French name things. Maybe the other one's smaller. It's getting a bit misty. So just before Christmas last year, well, I wouldn't have done it then, would I? Who published it? It was Dovetail. I've probably got it. I did. Did I? Hang on. So I did it. I can't remember that. Christmas last year. I'm so good at this, aren't I? I can't remember all the things I've done. I can't remember what I did yesterday. Right, we've arrived. This is definitely the last stop on the timetabled route now. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll return to free roam. Get out quick before the train drives off. I was going to close your door. I can't close your door. Hang on, just again. There we go. Right, we want to find something going the other way. What comes in after us? Aha. To Wiesbaden. 9:54. Oh. Okay, that's 20 minutes. Hang on. I've got dog mode. We'll be okay. We will speed up with dog mode. We'll stand and watch that train leave. Woof, woof. Right, so the next train on this platform goes to Wiesbaden. Oh, yay, worry. Definitely need to buy something this weekend. I've got enough this week. What if it don't leave? Well, it does. No, the sign says it's going to Wiesbaden at 9:54. So we'll get on it and we'll do the driving of it to Wiesbaden. That was quick. Rice bargain. I love the fact that they just stand patiently and wait. Some of the 10-minute train watches that I've been doing, it's quite amusing sometimes just watching the AI. I've done repo in a while. Just noticed that. I need to do that at some point. I like repo. You lot don't, but I do. What I installed the other day, then uninstalled it. Something. Oh yeah, ships at sea we were going to do. That was a contender for this Friday. But we'll see how the rest area simulator goes tomorrow. That's a train. Right, so 10 minutes and our train's due 9:54. I don't know what sort of train it's going to be. My guess is a train. I think the rest area thing could be a contender for some longevity because of all the other buildings you unlock, especially if it's a level thing and you only unlock them when you get to a level. I think it'd be quite interesting from a game point of view to just focus on, right, one game just focus on, say, the shop and the petrol station, then focus on maybe the petrol station and the car wash, then do the other big shop, then just sort of focus on a different thing each stream. So there's probably loads of weeks of streams just focusing on each of the different things as you unlock them. I mean, it wouldn't become boring. You should do your train watching series, but 10 minutes in God mode. Oh. What, so speed up the time? Yeah, but that'd be like a 2.5 minute video. $40 minutes in 10 minutes. You could do an hour. So you can make it a 15-minute real time, but do an hour of... It's not a bad shout. I've recorded the next 4 weeks, so it ended up in the next 4 weeks. Right. Okay, that's now not... Let's just say... Oh, there we go. 9:54. S1. This one. You do have your uses. I'm not sure what they are. Looks similar. This looks very similar to the train station we got on to go into Cologne. I see a train. Found me via YouTube, showing up as a recommended. Oh God, would you say this route is worth the full price? Abso-flipping-lutely. It's a really good route. It's the fact that you get the two, or four variations of the same route as well. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Are we gonna can you stop? Stop being professional. Hang on, I can't get in. You out. Aha. Right, Frankfurt, Schlesingen, Hattersheim, Edersheim, Florsheim, Hochheim, Mainz, Wiesbaden. Wiesbaden Ost, Wiesbaden Hauptbahnhof, 10:24. So what's that? Another half an hour. Okay, that works. YouTube recommended me one of my own videos the other day. I thought, how low is my viewing going on? Probably because I'm watching my own videos in the morning. It's going, oh, this idiot's got a video out. I'm like, really? I was there and I recorded it. I don't need to watch it again. Oh, hang on, I haven't set my thing into forward. There we go. So I need to stop watching my own content. Right, Frankfurt Singlingen. That's what I am. I'm Singlingen. Maybe you should watch it. Manchester and Birmingham. Now, if you want my advice, if it's a toss-up between Manchester and Birmingham, Birmingham. If you're talking Birmingham Cross City, you'll get a lot more enjoyment out of Birmingham Cross City, especially if you get the 170 DLC, than you will with Manchester. There's more going on with Cross City. It's a more enjoyable route. I've done Cross City so many times because it's a great route and busier now. I'd almost say Birmingham to Crewe quite good as well. Manchester. Where's Stockport? It's near Manchester. You get notifications via YouTube saying this dimwit has uploaded a new video. Especially now that the dimwit's doing more videos. Yeah, then I can definitely recommend Birmingham Cross City. Check out the YouTube. I've done plenty of trips on Birmingham Cross City. It is a very good route. Done it in real life as well. We were nearly doing it at the end of May. Oh, God. Braking. I do wonder whether I'm putting out too many YouTube videos now. Because you got Monday's OMSI, Tuesday's the train watching thing now, Wednesday's the short train watching thing, Friday's Fun Friday, Saturday's the long train sim, and Sunday's only if I've got something new to show. One question though, gone looking for any boardies today. No, we haven't. Hang on. We need to hunt for the German boardie. I sounded Indian. Hello, you are the German boardie. How are you doing? Okay, anyway, we'll just sit back down, pretend that didn't happen. Until we'll lock the doors now. I should have streamed last night. I was actually toying with streaming last night. What do I? No, I won't. You sound like the guy who called you yesterday from EE. Yes. From Mumbai. Right. Hattersheim. Wasn't he a politician? Roy Hattersheim. Was he? Right. Who? Roy Hang on, there's a car on the track. There's a car on the track. There's a car on the track. There's a car. Hey, Jesus Christ. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's a Mercedes W123. It's indestructible. Roy Hattersley. It's okay. It's okay. Streams coming up. I thought I did this recently, or am I out of whack? I don't know. Tomorrow night, Rest Area Simulator, which releases in a few days' time. So having a preview of that. Really enjoyed it when I did the YouTubes. Thursday night, more Contractville. Friday night, something. Saturday night, something. Sunday lunchtime's farming. Whenever I think of the W123, I think of the one that James May had from Botswana in the Top Gears. When is watching Steve Strip Simulator? Hattersley is a station on the Glossop line. Is it? We did that. We did Glossop and the other one that isn't Glossop on a very cold December day. 2 years? 3 years? God, that was 2.5 years ago. Was that 2.5 years ago? Blimey, yeah. After the stream on the webcam. No, I won't be removing any clothing now till I go to bed. Edersheim. I thought that train was parked on the platform then. I thought, why is it parked on the platform? It's not. It's parked the other side of the platform. It's close. Yeah, I'd still say Birmingham's better. Although it's pretty much one route, you got the branch off to Redditch and Bromsgrove. I personally enjoy Birmingham more than I do Manchester because you've got a couple of trips in and out of Manchester Airport, going backwards and forwards. You've got the Alderley Edge, which is the end point, and then the run back up into Manchester. It's just, yeah. There's something lacking. I think if Manchester gets busier as a station, I think that route would then get busier. I think it would then be more interesting. There's more interesting routes out there. Birmingham's up there. Birmingham to Crewe's good. I'm looking forward to getting more on that route. I'm looking forward to getting Milton Keynes to Crewe. Yeah, full-line run on Cross City is much better. Certainly now with the 170s and with layering, because you're seeing Voyagers in there, you're seeing HSTs, and your IETs in there. You're seeing loads of other stuff in there now. I can't wait for them to get the angry trains on that route. Also, we've got some interesting stuff coming. We've got more of the West Coast Main Line coming. We've got the Portuguese route coming. We've got the Tadami line coming. We've got the extension to the Mildmay line. So when that's done, I'll do that again, down to Richmond. It's a shame we weren't getting the extension down to Clapham. Angry trains. The trains that replace the 323. Okay, might overshoot this slightly. The trains that replaced the 323s in Birmingham, if you look at them from the rear with just their rear lights on, they look angry. They've got the slanty eyebrows and the red eyes make them look angry, so I call them the angry trains. Some of the trains on the platform. Leeds to Manchester. We got Leeds. Leeds is in. I did it. Leeds is in. Transpennine? Is that Leeds? I think you can get a modern timetable for that as well. Here's an old route. Northern Transpennine, yeah. Floresheim is next. 3.2 of the kilojoules. Yeah, we're getting Whitehaven to Floodley-Flob at some point. The Nova, isn't that crap train that got replaced after a period of time? Is that the Nova? That the ugly? Was that the Loco Hauled thing? Nova, I thought it was a Vauxhall. Oh, I saw a YouTube video on Sunday with a barn find of a Nova 1.3 SR. That to stop it being stolen, the guy had put it in a barn, but inside a horse box in a barn. So it was parked in a horse box in a barn with a tractor in front of it. It's like, yeah, you're not stealing that. As you do, but my god, it was nice. I had that era. I had a Vauxhall Cavalier SRI. I was a Y-Reg, so it was in that sort of similar era. God, that'd be worth a fortune now, and it's an auto as well. The Nova just looks like the Azuma, so the same family basically. We're now breaking into floor time. Can I stop this time? There's no guarantee, is there really? It is a bit short. I've heard that before. I'm not a fan of that route, Midland Main Line. I think it is because there's no long run. It's realistic because again, I think we spent a day or a couple of days. I seem to be in and out of Derby Station every 3.5 minutes. Wasn't as bad as the day I spent. One of the first times I did a day in Birmingham, I lost count the amount of times we went through New Street. It must have been a dozen times. Going in, checking off stations around Birmingham. We're going through New Street again. Where are we going to go? Oh, got to go back through New Street again. Okay. Locking doors. The doors are locking. Right, Hochheim. Hochheim? Hochheim is the next station. In 6 of the kilowatts it's. New Street. No one's ever said New Street is lovely. I remember the old New Street. We used to go in the door and down the escalators. I'd get confused with the new one because you've got different areas to go to get to different things, and it just is confusing. A green zone and a red zone. How many stations does Birmingham have? Yeah, you got Snow Hill, New Street, and the other one. The main terminus, Moore Street. Yeah, three. It's gonna have Thingamabob, Doobly Firkin, the the High Speed 2 thing coming in at some point. Yeah, I know. £3.29. No, you learn again after spending a couple of years being dragged around the country visiting train stations. You learn very quickly that the one place you do not go, regardless of how thirsty or hungry you are, is into a WH Smith's on a platform. You don't do it. You get on a train, you go to the next station if need be. Walk, go on Google, find a Tesco's, anything. You do not buy a drink or food from WH Smith. Because my God, they're expensive. Yeah. Right, we're 3 miles from Hochheim. £3.50 for a lighter. Blimey. That's why they make the money. Especially now that WH Smith's has sold off all the high street shops to TG flipping Jones, which sounds like a butcher's. So they've got to make all their money to keep the company going from retail, from airports and train stations. They sold off some of their offices here in Swindon to put houses. Yeah, probably something like that. So yeah, they've got, thing is, it's a captive market. So they're gonna charge you more because they'll say it costs more to get stuff in. And having the fact that my work involves Heathrow Airport, yeah, it does. We're now braking at Hochheim. And motorway services. I almost don't mind motorway services. I don't stop them very often. I'm one of those that I want to get in the car and get where I'm going. I don't stop. Right, have I got enough fuel to get to where I'm going? Yes. Before you get in the car, you have a wee. If need be, you take a bag of sweets with you. You take a bottle of drink, but you don't drink it in the first couple of hours of travelling because then you'll need to stop for a wee. And you don't drink a couple of hours before you're going to get in the car because you need to stop for a wee. And then you get where you're going. Very occasionally, if you do stop at services, then yeah, I don't mind if you're stopping for a wee. Then I don't mind picking up something. I think last time I stopped at some services was on the way to Meetup. Yeah, Manchester Meetup, December before last. I remember stopping at somewhere on the way up because I was early. 20p for a wee. I don't think try going to Brussels then. €1 for a wee. Every time I've gone, which is only 3 times, I always think, right, I'm going to go for a wee before we arrive on the train. So I don't need a wee when we get there. Do I? No. That's why I ended up using that outside one in Brussels, which was it was an interesting experience. Right, 4 kilometres to Mainz Castle. Plenty of Oasis bottles. And then we'll see if we got time to do one of the little ones. In one of the other trains when we get to the other end. Other end. I got a little one. I wish. Be a lot easier to manage. Oh, no. Alright, so we got a 140, then we got 100. I might as well just stay at the 100. Not as busy. This section isn't as busy as the other one was initially. Frankfurt didn't seem to be as busy either. Okay, so now that 80 went, and now it replaced with 100, then a 90. Okay, this makes sense. I wonder if it'll ever I wonder if it'll ever fix the speed limits on the thingy route, the one out of the place with the red train. That one. Certainly better as a train. Certainly better now that you can put the mod in to turn off the stupid alarm thing. Maybe need to do Long Island Railroad Commuter again, or the Harlem Line again. Although, didn't someone say that the layering doesn't go over? So you don't see the M8s when you're on the Harlem Line, but you see the Harlem Line trains when you're on the other side. That's a bit like if you do the Bakerloo Line. You don't see the full West Coast Main Line timetable on the Bakerloo Line. But when you're on the West Coast Main Line, you see the Bakerloo Line. Oh, that's brakes. That's a good route. The West Coast Main Line. We have got some more German stuff coming up soon. The thing is, I don't know if we'll get more underground. Because aren't some of the other lines automated? So that's why we're not going to get the Thameslink bit through the core. Or could they just do that? What if they did the core section of Thameslink through London? Because you could have the automated section. So you give over control and just press a button. I think that'd be quite interesting. That reminds me, when you're going through London, that's almost a bit like Elizabeth Line. It's like, hang on, you're on a proper train, you're going through central London, and it doesn't feel right. Although Thameslink trains don't really feel like proper trains. It's almost like they're a big tube train, because they're almost the EasyJet of train lines, aren't they? Because it's built to a budget. It's the Bratwurst Express. I don't know when we get the extension to the Mildmay line. That's going to go to Richmond. I don't know where the tube line. Have I been to Richmond? I don't know if I've been to Richmond. I don't know where the tube line is in relation to the overground line. Well, there is. We got that budget. We got the Flix train, haven't we? In this, which again, that's disappointing because it only does Not a fan of Richmond sausages. I bought some the other week. I've got them in the freezer, and I forgot how flipping boring they were. There's no taste to them. Was that a train? There was cars up there as well as a train. Is that a train track then that runs down the middle of a street? That was a proper high speed. That was here. That's that. We just gone over. Under. That's the other line. Huh. Okay. I wonder if that's a bit of a glitch and they've put cars there and there shouldn't be. Anyway, down into Wiesbaden. Well, it was quicker doing that and having to stop than it was doing the other one. I suppose we didn't stop at all the stations, did we? There was definitely a train with two cars. There was. I know what we can do. Who fancies a bit of diesel action? Was it a steam train? You're mocking me, aren't you? Right, we have arrived at Wiesbaden. We've got Wiesbaden Hauptbahnhof next. And this is a bridge shared by Road and Whale. It could have been a shared bridge by Woad and Whale. A shared Woad and Whale bridge. Got the Whale Bridge here in Swindon. I've never seen any whales on it. Locking doors. I don't think it would have come round. No, I don't think I could have got round. I might have done. Yeah, could that have been that then? And that train's just come in and come past us. Yeah, it might have been. Right, Wiesbaden. .3 of the distances. It'd be nice to go to some of these places. I did the Cologne route, didn't I? Yeah, I did that when we came back. Done the Wuppertal route. There's nothing out of Brussels. We haven't got any Amsterdam routes. There's nothing out of Rotterdam in this. Liège certainly isn't in it. Maybe we'll have to go to Wiesbaden. I think Frankfurt would be quite interesting. That's a train. I see a train. There's some green lights. We've got a 50, a 40, a 30. Did you ever go to Munich? Brother went there once for a beer festival. He lost a day. There's a minor road on the same bridge as the railway. Well, there you go. Oh, hang on. Tiger's saying there is a road on the same bridge as the railway. Michael's saying, I love the fact you guys went, no, I'm checking. Frankfurt's interesting. I've got every single route and every single DLC installed. So I will, if it's in Train Sim World, I will see it. Oh, speeding. Yeah, I think I'd be more interested in. Well, Hamburg, I want to go to because of the miniature Wonderland. Watched another video on that the other day. Uh, the one place that doesn't interest me is Berlin, and I don't know why. I loved Cologne. I wish I could have had more time to explore Cologne, but literally we had an hour. I would have liked to have explored the town or further down the river. I think that would have been a really interesting place to spend like an afternoon. And I don't normally spend long in places. I'm normally in and out. Is Berlin famous for anything? Well, the wall. Oh, yeah. With Berlin, take your breath away. Take your breath away. Right, we've made it to Wiesbaden. Objective completed. Right, let's have. What's the menu? That's an elephant. What about a bit of diesel action? Which I know I've got a YouTube video coming out in about 4 weeks' time. In this, no, do we not? No, we won't do that because I've got a YouTube video coming out on this route in a diesel train in 4 weeks' time. So we won't do that one. We'll see if there's another short route we can do in one of the other ones. To the trains. Okay. So we've just done that. 423. So what about we come down this loop down here? What comes down there? That's coming the other way. We could come from Wiesbaden to Mainz Bisch. Let's do that. Wiesbaden to Mainz Bischofsheim. Let's do that. Berlin has multi-level platforms that help Bahnhof. A lot of connections. Surprised by how small Amsterdam Central was. Never really saw platform levels at Rotterdam. Only saw the outside of Rotterdam. You're always right. No, you're an idiot. Where do I shove my thing? There. Brake key on. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. My button to reverse a handle. Ah, there we go. That's it. Doors are opening. I knew all along. Train lights on. Headlights normal. Instruments lights on. Yeah, that's fine. Oh God, we're a double decker. A double decker. These are cool. Apart from if you're tall like me and you've got to sit in one of these seats, you've got to you sit with your head slightly tilted because the window curves in. But it is quite cool being downstairs because you're looking out. When you're sat down, you're looking at people's feet on the platform. This is actually too high. Don't remember what train I picked. No. Paris to be far too busy. I like Brussels personally. I'd like the Eurotunnel. Brussels got good connections. Problem is it's too far. Brussels to London is 2 hours. Brussels to Amsterdam is 2.5 hours. So there's no connections. Right, stopping at Mainz, Reims, Romiches and Mainz Bischofshof. Don't mind Biscoff. Biscoff was in everything at one point. We got an ice baby train over there. Ice baby. It was in Trent's Balls. We did all try Trent's Balls in Brussels. Right. Too long. Too long for Train Sim World. I think they could probably... Well, no, even London to Lille would be too long, because it's an hour from leaving St Pancras to getting the other side of the Channel Tunnel is an hour, or just over an hour. Lille's about an hour and 25, hour and 30 minutes, so that's probably pushing it for Train Sim World, because the Eurotunnel, Eurostar would be brilliant, because we pretty much got most of Southeastern High Speed anyway. Obviously, in a X number of years' time, trains may be stopping again at Ashford when old Branston Pickle gets his way. So we've got the loco at the back this time, so we're not actually hearing anything. Can we open the window? Get a bit of the window noise. Oh, it made such a difference. They were rather tasty. See? You tried new things, Tigger. Alright, so the final run for this evening then is this one. Diesel. That's the only problem with these push services. You're getting like, hang on, we got no traction noise because we're being shoved from the rear. Yeah, I don't know yet if we're going to get anything new for next week, so not sure what route to do next week. Let's have a look and see if there's anything like this. I chose this because I haven't done this for a while. There are probably some hidden gems. Oh god. Oh, hang on, have we got a separate... Oh god, hang on, have I got to use both my levers? This could be interesting. That one? Okay. There we go. Right, so it's a separate brake. Someone remind me of that when I come into the station. We haven't got a combined power handle anymore. Oh, hang on. It's telling me off now. I know to set the train brake to running, but I'm decelerating. I'm braking. Oh, just let me miss the station. Thank you. Turn driver assists on. No, don't want to. Can't make me. Yeah, quite a good route, this one. Obviously, again, benefits from layering. So if you're into your German stuff, install all your German routes. And you'll get lots of options of things to appear in the timetable for you to drive, and also to appear trundling about the place. Deutsche Bahn are always late anyway. Actually, the train... Did we... No, the train we got was on time. The train we got into Cologne was on time. It's unusual for Deutsche Bahn. Must have been an off day. Dutch trains were on time. Yeah, I tried to do Cologne for one of my train watching videos. But there wasn't a lot there was a lot going on in Cologne main station because you got the stuff that goes out over the bridge, which is what we walked over. That was busy. In real life, that was constant. That was just full of trains. And there's stuff going out the other way. But then it splits off, which is what we did when we got the train in. I couldn't get anywhere with Cologne station that I could do a fixed view to catch everything. So I haven't bothered. I've only done one German route so far, which is this one, coming up in 4 weeks' time for a train watch. Which is why I'm doing this route today. So yes, there are three videos that week in Train Sim World, all from the same route. A train watch, a short trip, and this. Because professionalism, planning. There's no other time. Actually, no. I think next week's and the week after, I think the train watch and the Wednesday videos are on the same line. Because I think I recorded them one after the other. I recorded the train watch and then recorded the short video. Because, again, professional. Yeah, I don't know what to do this Saturday. My backup plan for Saturday is to possibly do a long train watching session. I was thinking, someone suggested the other day that you could maybe focus on one line and do like 10 minutes, get on a train, go down to the next station, get off, do 10 minutes. But I don't know how that would work. I don't know. We'll see. If I enjoy doing Rest Area Simulator tomorrow, we may get some more of that on Saturday. Or maybe something else. I was offered something today, I think. The Rescue Tycoon thing, which has been updated. Now, see, I've tried West Coast Main Line South to get a train watching station. Can't do it. I tried to find one with a vantage point where I could see tube trains running and the main line running. Can't do it. It's just trying to get a busy station and somewhere along a busy station where you can see enough going on. Literally, I think 14 different attempts I made last Saturday at recording a train watching thing. Just trying various lines, various stations. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. I thought, oh yeah, pick a station, stand there for 10 minutes, job done. No. There's an ice baby to our right. Is that going out? Oh no, people just getting off it. The noise of my... Oh, yeah. That's the brake one. There you go. Because I use my flight throttles to control the train, and if they're not in exactly the right position, it shakes the lever, so you can hear it rattling. Right, we've got to wait for another minute before we depart. A couple of stops to go. Whether we stop at them. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Right, ice train is off. Wait until 7:49. Now, that means we're then going to be following, unless that's on a different line to us. It looks like it's on a different line to us. It might be on a different line to us. That was hissy. Right, go. Go. There we go. No, it's fine. We're going. It's fine. Wasn't panicking. We don't seem to be going that rapidly. Oh, there we go. Intercity Express. Yeah, that's its name. Why? What? HST came from high speed train. I don't know which came first, the abbreviation or the name. Probably the name. HST sounds sexy. So does ice. I'm going to get me some. I'm going to ride some ice. And I don't know, that sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? Something Grand Vitesse. TGV. Transport Grand Vitesse? Oh, no, it's Grand Vitesse. Train got zoomies. Train, it's French, isn't it? It's probably not. Oh, the brakes on this are not good. Ah, we stopped. It's fine. Train à Grand... Oh, you are right. Train à Grand Vitesse. Oh, God, don't tell Pat he's flipping right again. Jesus Christ. What's the world coming to? We can't have this. We can't have this. It's not acceptable. No. Blame Tiger. Indeed, if all else fails. $29.30. Locking doors. Oh, now Discord wakes up. Well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms, but, you know. Oh, hang on. No, let's take the brakes off first. Right, Mainz Bischofsheim, where this train terminates. Where we terminate. Exterminate. We blame Steve for that. Well, yeah, that sounds about right. I can cope with that. It's definitely far too quiet, this thing. If there's nothing new releasing next week, which I'll find out in the next few days probably, then I think we need some diesel action next week. Although we did HSTs last week, didn't we? So I don't know. Yeah, we did it British last week, German this week. We did American the week before. So if we go back to Britain next week, do freight. Thing is, I don't mind. Well, I don't mind freight. Freight can be quite relaxing. The problem is that there's nothing going on. You just sit there and trundle along at 25 miles an hour. The Blackpool line. Holland. I did Holland recently. Continue with scenario. Problem is, if you don't complete a scenario, it annoys me because it stays on the main menu. Do some more rail journeys in something. I did like the thing we did the other week, or the other month when it was, where I started at a certain time and then worked my way somewhere, sticking to the timetable, so as though I stayed on that train. We did. Where did we go? We went on the Lewis line, wasn't it? We started down there and then went to somewhere. No, we did Liverpool, Lewis to Liverpool, and then I can't remember. See, Northern Transpennines. That's the step change thing, isn't it? Which is annoying. What else is there up there? You've got we've got Birmingham. We've got Blackpool. Preston to Carlisle. In Preston to Carlisle, that's Blue Era. That's why I'm looking forward to getting more of the West Coast Main Line. What about... Hang on, I've got an idea. What about... Although we did it recently, didn't we? Did Plymouth. I say, we could start in Penzance. Do Penzance to St Austell. And then pick up that service in Plymouth and take it to Exeter. And then you could almost pick up, if that was a service that then went off up to Reading into Paddington, you could take it from Reading into Paddington. I need to look at mods. Uh-oh. There's a red, 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 there's a red. There's definitely a red. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I wasn't worried. Do that on different, because yeah, there are other timetables for, because there's the Pacer replacement, which I think I've got that in for Cornwall. Actually, I don't know what have I got a mod in. I don't know. No, I took my mods out for Cornwall. There we go. Done. Yeah, good route that. I like the Frankfurt S-Bahn. Someone did a Cornwall timetable mod a 2 days ago. Ooh, what? To add in the... Thing is, you couldn't have it be the IET, because then you'd have to take the IET from Reading. I suppose it would take long enough, wouldn't it, to do Penzance to St Austell? That's an hour. And then Plymouth to... That's 50 minutes. No, yeah. Let's have a look. Where's Cornwall local? Timetable. Yeah, so I haven't got the IET. What? Have I got a mod in? Why have I not got a HST? Why have I not got a HST or an IET on West Cornwall local? That's concerning. I'll have to look and see what mods I've got in. Well, no, because the HST is only on... That would have appeared. If the HST would have been here. Scenarios. 150, 150. Class 37s. LMS. Have I got a mod installed? That's replacing... Because that's the pacer in there. No, it's the IET on this route, but I haven't got that. No, it was the No, it wasn't the IET. Because what went from... Hang on, was it just 150s then? Going all the way... It might have been then. So it's just 150s going all the way from Penzance to St Austell. Okay. Yeah, so I can also do it in the Pacer if I wanted to. Or Loco Hauled. I must have been a mod then. I must have a mod in to put the HST or the IET on this. Yeah, there's the other one, pressed into Carlisle, but that's got the step change thing. Or the 86. Yeah. No, but I'll have a look and see what mods I can find then. For West Cornwall. We'll look at that for next week. Unless something new releases between now and then. Maybe when we get another DLC, we'll come back and do some more with Thomas as well at some point in the future. There we go then. More trains... Okay, it must be me. I think I must put a mod in at some point that added a HST. More trains back next Tuesday, unless I do end up doing something on Saturday. Tomorrow night is... what is it? Oh, Rest Area Simulator. Having a look at that. Enjoyed doing the preview version. So the full game I've got now for tomorrow night. Brilliant, Nige. And thanks, Michael. Thursday night, some Contractville. Friday night, something. Possibly more Rest Area or something in boats. We will see. Saturday night, I will confirm at the over the next few days. And then Sunday is farming. Right, there we go. Did people do things? People did things. Let me thank people for doing things. Well, it's gone quiet. Thanks to Sim for resubscribing, Nico for the bit, and the moderation team for doing, well, absolutely nothing. There we go. That one. I also want to end by thanking you lot. The last few days have been a struggle for me, which is why I've been quiet on Discord and sort of quiet overall. A lot of reflection since the stream on Sunday, a lot of loneliness, and a lot of, unfortunately, not nice thoughts going through my head. And I want to thank you lot for cheering me up on this Tuesday evening. Life, as they say, goes on. We will see what tomorrow night brings with some playing around with hoses and pumps and sticking things into holes and filling things up with liquid. And I'm sure we'll play around with the shop and things as well. We will see. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I will catch you tomorrow night for some rest area simulations. Until then, if you have been, thanks for watching.